Hello viewers, I would want to mention that I would also want to talk about the inaccuracies of dinosaur films. So the first one will be about Land Before Time. And it's very inaccurate because honestly, the dinosaur depictions of Sarah the Triceratops as a baby, an infant Triceratops, had three horns still. She was shown only to have one horn and her siblings. It's not sensible and it's wrong because it looks more like a monoclonius or a centrosaur, like that. What I'm saying is we also have to know the depictions and observe them. And Littlefoot, an Apatosaurus, or called the Brontosaurus or other fans, is not square skulled. It's more Diplodocus-like. And its body is more thinner, not stockier. What I'm saying is the body is slimmer. And that applies also to a baby walnut dinosaur. And for the sharp tooth, the T-Rex, its head is boxy and it's more smooth and curved. And also the feet are like tiptoed. However, in real life, T-Rex did not really do the tiptoe thing because that's how it's portrayed. Because the feet, the heels, are not like that. The heels are not tiptoed. That's what I'm saying. So, also, there has to be a differentiation of how the ears are made. Because they're depicted to have human ears like us. However, fleshy ears. However, in real life, dinosaurs only had ears as holes, not fleshy ears, how it is shown. And also, not every dinosaur in the scientific world, based on the evolutionary matter, it lived alongside each other. For it's only the Brontosaurus, Apatosaurus, Diplodocus, Stegosaurus that lived at the same time. And also the Diplodocus shown in the first movie is shown to have no spikes. Because modern Diplodocus depictions have spikes on their back. Even the tail and the neck. So, just to inform, this is a real discussion to discuss about because dinosaur inaccuracies are very important to notice in watching dinosaur movies. I know even if it's a favorite, it doesn't mean we should not point out the inaccuracy. So what I'm trying to say, it's not about it being bad, it's just that we have to notice these things and discuss them. And also, why inaccuracy doesn't mean it's bad. It's because it's for entertainment purposes only, which is inspired by one of the videos I watched, like of Disney's Hercules Inaccuracies of Mythology Guy, which is the reason why I am inspired to do this. And it's very interesting to do. And there are a lot of things to deal with in watching dinosaur movies and pointing out the inaccuracies. And another thing for the series is that the ornithomimid who stole the egg of Littlefoot, I mean the mother of Littlefoot who laid it, is feathered. And so many inaccurate portrayals. And also, Ducky being an Anatosaurus, it's not accurate to say that in the sense that although it was labeled, however, in the script, however, it is a Saurolophus by looks. What I'm trying to say is the design, it has a crest. Anatosaurus did not have that kind of crest. And there's no evidence to support that. And also, the Triceratops portrayed there has no ridges like on its back. I mean the sharp skin structure, because Triceratops actually are more different scaled, polygonal scaled, not like triangular, because honestly the depiction is outdated. And also there should be more accurate portrayals, because honestly the dinosaurs are portrayed as giants who drag their tails, tail draggers. In some aspects, certain scenes, although there were things they got right in the context of the modern position, which is like advancing to the modern times, because they are actually straight upward, upright. They also have inaccurate portrayals for the long necks, for they are portrayed as a swimmer, the Apatosaurus or Brontosaurus, because although it's an Apatosaurus featured, it's just labeled for other cases, for other familiarities of the audience. However, the truth is, this Brontosaurus portrayal based on Charles R. Knight is wrong, because they're not underwater creatures, they're land creatures, which is very wrong. Even for the Saurolophus shown, or Natasaurus labeled, it's wrong, because they're not swimmers. In reality, they're not swimming dinosaurs. I mean, they don't dive underwater. That's what I meant. And also, the portrayal of the Triceratops, how it was designed, it's really not how it really looked like exactly, because it had a different way of the horns it looked, and even the frill, not too skinny like Sarah's dad. It's not as sharp, the horn parts of the frill, the crowns, you may call it. What I'm saying is, this portrayal is outdated. And also the way it's portrayed, the famine thing, it's not how it would work in the Cretaceous at this certain time, because that was an old idea that the drought or the lack of food supply before the asteroid, without an asteroid. What I'm saying is it was portrayed without an asteroid impact. Because at that time, in 1988, there was no asteroid theory yet. That happened in the yet to be popularized. Although it existed in 1980s, but what I don't understand is that how can they not put that in the Land Before Time? Well, it's probably new still, studying, we don't know. And also the Pelycosaur, the Apatosaurus, or the Metrodon shown, whatever you call it, more of the Metrodon, has no snake-like tongue. It's inaccurate, like hissing. And also, the Pteranodon does not eat berries or any of the pterosaurs, the Land Before Time. It is inaccurate. That is not how it's supposed to be portrayed. Even the T-Rex, it was once accurate before, the kangaroo stance, but now it's more wrong, because it did not go upright the way it was shown in Land Before Time. And also, I mean, going to like a human, I mean, they're not really upright. Sorry, my mistake. I mean, they're more slanted, horizontal. They're more of a horizontal animal. Dinosaurs are more horizontal. Although this is a cartoon, anthropomorphic. But what I'm saying is, these are ideas that need to be discussed. And the Stegosaurus spike, I don't think the node stuff is like accurate, because honestly we have to study that, how a Stegosaurus egg looks like, or the baby, because although it's being kid friendly, but we just need to point out the inaccuracies just to make sure that we can differentiate the real life dinosaurs and the fiction dinosaurs. And and also the sauropods in real life are not really parents that take care of their young. They have to fend for themselves when they're hatched, after they're hatched more. So what I'm saying is, we should also inform viewers that we need to educate them with how real life dinosaurs are, because it's important to inform accuracy, because we cannot promote inaccurate history, we cannot promote wrong history, we cannot promote wrong timeline discussions, we cannot promote that, because it's like we're telling another story that is wrong. We just have to promote accuracy. I'm just trying to promote that and being informative about it, and informing the audience that we should know all these things, the accurate way of dinosaurs, for those who love dinosaurs, because movies are just for entertainment about it, entertain us, enjoyment, but they're not for like educational purposes of how dinosaurs acted. I mean, in terms of scientific studying, they are references of where they appear in fiction. And this is a very interesting thing to deal with, because we have to make sure that dinosaurs are still fun to learn and also entertaining to watch, despite the inaccuracies. And yes, that is how we will inform people. And also, the other pterosaurs were portrayed to eat berries, as I mentioned, and the pteranodons are portrayed smaller than how they are in real life, which is totally inaccurate. Because honestly, they all are 30-foot pterosaurs. They're one of the largest, but not the biggest of them all. They're one of the largest pterosaurs. While the pterosaurs are not the dinosaurs of hips, they're just called dinosaurs because they are living alongside them and prehistoric. Dinosaur now is just a common term for prehistoric reptiles. That's what I just want to inform everyone about. Because we have to differentiate the scientific definition of dinosaur and the media definition to avoid any confusion. Because media is different from science. We have to differentiate that. So when we discuss to people about these things, we can know how to avoid these confusing terminologies. We know how to explain them. Because honestly, we cannot expect people to listen to us that, oh, this is not a dinosaur. We just need to know how to differentiate. And honestly, thank you for watching my video, and I would love to know what your thoughts are about this. And write down in the comments, subscribe for more.